Hi, this is Bill for Sparky Channel, and today I am going to attempt to fix a dishwasher that is not working. And this is the plug that goes to the dishwasher. Now, this is my fluke voltage detector, and we see it's hot right here where it comes out of the receptacle. You see this part of the receptacle is hot all the time. This part up here is only hot when it's switched, because this goes to the garbage disposal. So this is what we call a half-hot receptacle. This is supposed to be hot all the time. So here we have this showing hot, and then we go up a little. Whoa, it just stopped right there. So when we get up to this loop, see it's hot right here. When we get up to this loop, there's a break right in here at the top of the loop. And it probably was in there for many years. And I'll pull it out, I'll show you. Okay, this part right here broke. If you wiggled it, it would probably work, but that's not a good idea because loose wires cause fires, and that's not something you should have. So we're going to be cutting this line right about here and putting on a new plug. Here's the old plug right here. And the problem area was right about here where this loop was. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it well beyond the problem area, right about there. Here's the plug that I'm going to use on the new cord. It's hospital grade, and this is made by Leviton, and hospital grade is the best grade you can get. So if you can ever get a hospital grade at a reasonable price, you should always go for that for residential. So this is hospital grade, and it's got 8 different locations for this. See, this goes around like this. So if you need it like this, like the old plug was, you can do that, or you can just turn it all the way around. And this would work for me, or I could give it a little bit of a twist, since there is 8 different positions for this. I think I'll go like this. You plug it in, and the plug will have a head start going to the dishwasher. So I think I'll do it just like that. And there's a table you look up. Leviton gives you a little table that tells you what length your cord wires need to be, and for this position, all 3 of these cord wires, the hot, the neutral, and the ground, need to be 1 1/4 inches. I stripped these wires back about 1 1/4 inches as called for by Leviton, and the green is obviously the ground, but it was not obvious which of these gray wires were hot and which were neutral. So I traced this one back all the way to a previous box, and I determined that this one was black. And I made little black marks all the way along the side here to be sure that I am going to be hooking up the hot wire to the hot terminal. In a situation like this, you're going to have to be very sure that the hot gets hooked to the hot and the neutral gets hooked to the neutral. And of course the ground gets hooked to the ground. So I have the cord in the body right here. Here's the inside part of the plug, and we're going to put the ground to the green terminal right there. Put it all the way in, and I'm going to tighten it down. Okay, so now we go to neutral. Here is the silver screw. That is your neutral. And you can put your neutral into the neutral slot and tighten the neutral down all the way. So the hot goes right in the bronze colored terminal. Make sure there's no strands outside of that. Okay. And that one's marked as hot by being black. Okay. So we've got ground, neutral, hot. Now I'm going to take the body, and we're going to tighten this down. Okay, that's tightened down very nicely. It's going to plug in just like this. And now we tighten these 2 screws down. I'm using this Klein 1000 volt insulated driver, and it's going to be easier to use the #1 square. I'll get a better grip. So here's my #1 square. Yeah, that's a lot better. It's good to have a choice. A lot less slippage with the square drives. If you get a chance to use them, that's a good idea. Okay, so here we go. It's all set to plug into the receptacle. And see, this is nice and tight right here. Here I've plugged the angle plug into the bottom portion of the receptacle, and you can see that the cord comes out in a 45-degree angle, and that gives it a head start going to the dishwasher, and in that way it doesn't put any stress at all on the cord. And now with the new plug plugged into the receptacle, you can see that the dishwasher is now getting power. I'll put a link in my video description for the Leviton hospital grade 8-position angle plug, and I'll put a link for the Legrand 8-position angle plug, which is considerably less expensive than the Leviton, but then again, it's not hospital grade, although it is commercial grade, so it is high quality. I'll put links in my video description for the Fluke voltage detector, for Klein wire strippers, for the Milwaukee ratcheting mini screwdriver, and for the Klein 8-in-1 1000 volt insulated screwdriver set. And I'll put links for 2 sizes of Klein pads, which makes this kind of work so much easier.